One thing that's become clear recently, especially in 2023, is that inflated budgets is a big problem. Now, part of that for sure is COVID, because there were COVID mandates, COVID protocols, COVID shutdowns for like 9 months. No new movies were coming out. That's the kind of thing that's going to increase the budget of a movie. So that's part of it. But the other part of it, though, is big studios, especially Disney, have made the mistake of just throwing money at their IPs, throwing money at their franchises, thinking, well, if we just throw a bunch of money at it, we're going to make a bunch of money off the movie. If we just throw money at our franchises, the movies will be profitable. And we've seen that this is not true. Because just look at 2023. Movies that had a lower budget, like Creed 3, Scream 6, John Wick 4, the Super Mario movie, Wonka, Godzilla Minus One, all actually did very well at the box office. And the Mario movie in particular did very well. Also Barbie or Oppenheimer or Sound of Freedom. These are movies that don't have huge budgets and they did very well. And then just look at all the movies with big inflated budgets. Fast 10, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Disney's Haunted Mansion, live action Little Mermaid, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, The Flash. All these movies did not do well whatsoever. And I think the problem here is that Disney got arrogant. They developed an ego. Because for one, they looked at 2019, saw this was an amazing year for us. So many of our movies made $1 billion at the box office, more than a normal year. So we can cause that to happen again. The other problem here specifically is they weren't taking the time to pause and think, is this budget here, $200, $250 million, $300, actually appropriate for the movie that we're making? Can an older Harrison Ford carry a new Indiana Jones film to $1 billion at the box office after Kingdom of the Crystal Skull has had a pretty bad reputation? The last well-received Indiana Jones film was The Last Crusade in the 1980s. Also, can a new Fast and the Furious movie make $1 billion after 9 of these movies have already come out, which are similar to the new one? None of them have actually been received all that well. Can a new Mission Impossible movie be profitable on a $200 to $300 million budget, considering that none of the Mission Impossible movies prior to this new one have made $1 billion? I mean, the highest grossing Mission Impossible movie made like $500 million. So Disney wasn't taking the time to stop and think, what budget is actually realistic for the movie that we're making? Because they were just throwing money at their IPs, at their franchises. I think movies like Prey or Godzilla Minus One really demonstrate this problem. Because it's like, Disney, other studios, take notes from these movies. They didn't have big inflated budgets. They did really well. Of course, Prey is a different case because it didn't go into theaters, but still, the movie didn't have a big budget. So I think studios really need to just rein in their budgets, not let things get out of hand as they have been doing recently.